Hey, welcome to Mama Mosey Tarot. No captions, no hashtags, no trending sounds. If you're seeing me, it may be for a reason. Sometimes that reason is just to test or strengthen your own discernment. So by staying, that means you allow me in your energy to catch a vibe, maybe make this a little bit more specific to you. I have the Alleyway Tarot here, and I've got my another Alleyman read. I've got the Alleyman's Tarot with the Nine of Discs. And I've got the Oracle of Plain Secrets with Capture and the Gambler underneath that. So I'm going to say this is for those of you, the vibe I get from it, those of you that are thinking about a career change, because the Nine of Discs is a card about you can support wealth or you can chase it for yourself, but either way, it is costing you your very body directly from the book. And then we have the Thing Among Reflections and the Hand of the Hunter underneath that. So the Thing Among Reflections is that you don't necessarily recognize the person in the mirror anymore. There is something that you are seeing but not quite fully grasping here. But with the Hand of the Hunter, you are connected. So I have to hide some of this card. We have the Eight of Tentacles. And this is a call for, as I'm sure you can imagine, going after what you want, those guilty pleasures that you feel connected to. That you are kind of, from what I get, you're kind of sad that you're not being able to connect with those things right now. But it is time. We have Capture and the Gambler. So the Gambler is a card of auspicious timing. Now is the time to take that risk, to move, to grab that thing. You have captured. It is captured. This is the encapsulated moment for you to jump forward and change things up. We have this You're in Space and Everything is Fucked card. This is the time to change, to break that cyclical pattern of doing things over and over and over and over again. Literal insanity, trying something, expecting a different result, trying the same thing, expecting a different result. You know this job does not make you happy. You have another card of pleasure here. This is the Devil. This is another card of pleasure. And the Aperitif, which is a sign to disconnect from traditional things, can be Christianity a lot of times, but I'm really not getting a religious vibe from it. I'm getting the, you are working yourself to death. Hercules might be significant where Zeus is like, oh, you'll work yourself to death. It's like you joke about it, but you're like, you joke about quitting your job and just fucking selling everything and fucking leaving. But part of you is not joking. So, why are you seeing me? Let's see what the Alleyway Tarot has to say. It's going to be a fight. Now, I don't want to speak too quickly because the way that this fell out, it fell out like this, with the Two of Obelisks across the Five of Wands. And the Two of Obelisks is a card of using something as a mile marker to measure your own progress for your own edification, on top of the Five of Wands. So we're going to pull a few more. Just make sure if the thing that I think that I know is the thing that I think that I know. Oh, boy. So we got Virgo. You might be a Virgo. Earth signs might be significant, but the way that these cards have landed on this fucking... I have to show you. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck energy. The way that they're... And you know that if you watch me a lot, you know that I like to read based on the way the cards land. And look, there it is. Right here. You see how it's shifting in a spiral pattern? I didn't do that. It's doing that on itself. Reminds me of the Fibonacci sequence. So you might be a fan of Sleep Token and or Tool. But... So I showed you the Five of Wands, Two of Obelisks. We had this, in reverse, and the Virgo. So the Chariot upright is this Chariot upright is returning home victorious. I have not looked this up in reverse, so I'm going to grab that book and look at it. But Virgo, this is a card of losing yourself in something to heal, to fix. So I really feel like with the rest of these cards, you've been... I want to say that you've been trying to stay and tell yourself, I made this choice, I got to stick with it, I got to do it. You're trying to give yourself little, oh, see, I have this, like silver lining things. I have silver linings here in this fucking maelstrom. There's silver lining. But it's literally draining you. This is a second card of losing yourself in this thing that you have chosen to care for, in this thing. And I'm going to read this right now. I got to find, there it is. Hold on. Chariot in reverse. I don't know that I've ever read it necessarily for this deck, and if you know these decks, they vary a bit from the actual meanings. In reverse, it is returning home to find that nothing is what you need, that the friends, family, and loved ones who were awaiting your return aren't what you want. It's the return to find that the world you knew isn't just strange, it's not yours. You must leave. This was never your victory. Keep moving, keep driving, keep going. There is more in the world for you. Sign. Fuck. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck energy. This is a card of family returning to home. So it's like the place that you have currently made your home, where you are putting all of your energy. This work, this job, this career is not the direction you feel like you need to be going, at the very least. So I'm actually going to put all of these back in upright, and I'm actually going to leave the Chariot out upright so I can focus on that and see what it is that you need to do to return home successfully. All right, shuffle. God, this is a big deck. I mean, I got big hands, but this is a test sometimes. All right. So the way that I just shuffled that and it moved those cards, your sense of drive, direction, your strength of will, your self-control, none of that needs to be changed. Who you are at your core is not under inspection here. So what do you need to do to return home victorious? So we got this Temperance in reverse, and hold on, I'm going to see what else comes out, because that's seriously. You got Gemini in reverse as well, and Gemini does come out quite a bit for my collective. Gemini, again, another card of people who like to help so much and change and invest themselves so much that they lose themselves sometimes to their detriment. We have the King of Ghosts and the Princess of Pentacles come out. And then bottom of the deck energy, Six of Cats. Oh my God. Okay, so Chariot, what you need to be doing to return home successful. So Temperance in reverse, and I am going to look this one up too. I never, ever, 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 ever get this Temperance in reverse, ever. It has never happened. I'm feeling a vibe, man. Whew. In reverse, Temperance is a mistake of the middle ground when it's not all what's necessary. And you had Gemini tier 2, which is a card of two twins, duality. Not picking a side, you're fucking Switzerland right now. In reverse, Temperance is a mistake of the middle ground when it's not at all what's necessary. If you want to complete this time-sensitive thing, you cannot dawdle. If faced with injustice, making the two sides shake hands to tolerate intolerance is a mistake. Staying even-tempered in the face of things that require massive movement, resistance, or active strength is a mistake, not a strength. Like the man who smiles when you get upset during an argument, saying that in showing your emotions, you lost the argument. Staying in the middle can often be a mistaken idea that you're getting better or stronger. Showing emotion intelligently, standing with resolve and gusto, this is not weakness. Crying when you are moved to tears is not weakness. Feeling your emotions fully is not weakness. What is weakness is that lack of stoicism, when you let those feelings come out and distract and draw from everything. One of the rules of stoicism is you feel a feeling and you put it away until it is safe to examine it. Not put it away forever and just try to forget about it. Put it away until it is safe to examine it. Okay? But now is not the time to be middle of the road. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? You have your choices. You know what you want to do. Okay? You know exactly what you want to do. Now, we did have the King of Ghosts and the Princess of Pentacles come out. So it is like from something in the past, you have been taught to hold your tongue, to give what's been handed to you, to take what's been handed to you with a smile on your fucking face, because you are designated princess. Now, I don't say that to emasculate anybody. I say that as in your full metric you have not been weighed or measured. You have been utilized. What do they do with princesses? They marry them off. What do they marry them off for? An increase in land, political fucking reasons. There's various fucking reasons that princesses get married off, and it really feels like with this and the King of Ghosts, you knew you were a king at one point, but you have been cowed. And I don't even want to say cowed, but I'm feeling so much energy. You have been like minimized. You've been heavily minimized. And you're still just kind of like, that's okay. I mean, if that's what needs to, now is the time for you. The Six of Cats is a card of self-care. It is doing things the way cats do, in your own time, doing what you want, when you want. Now, I will say, don't go around murdering a bunch of animals, as feral cats will do. Don't go around killing a bunch of things just because you can. Care for yourself. Be meticulous in the serving of yourself and what you do for your family. And I don't mean the serving of yourself, how people bring your food to the table. I mean meticulous in how you stand up for yourself, how you care for yourself, how you do not let yourself be taken advantage of, how you allow yourself to be strengthened in some situations. Like with this situation, that guy, he's not going to feel that fire after a while. If he does that same thing over and over and over again, you get in a sense of repetition and you tend to not notice things. And with that Virgo that we had coming out, it's like you don't notice. Okay, I was told to do this job. Okay. You trust people to care for you, and all they're doing is taking advantage of you right now. So I will say, make sure you are set up physically. Do not just fucking leave your job with no sense of support or no money saved up or anything like that. And do not just fly off the handle, okay? Do this. Everything we've been talking about has been how you've been kind of just allowing things to happen. This is a time where you need to take things in hand and make them happen for yourself, but not off of your passion. Do it off of who you are, the way that you do things. It's just, you've just been underutilized, okay? We're going to go through one more, see if there's anything else you need to know. And then we'll take bottom of the deck energy. Four of Discs in reverse. Getting a lot of reversals that I don't usually get. And then the Moon. So like I was saying, keep in mind that this is not the time to go running off just doing everything that you have ever wanted to do. Have a goal. Follow a plan. We got the Moon here. Now, in traditional decks, the Moon can be a card of secrets and things not necessarily being up to par, and can also be a card of intuition. In this deck, the reason I love Alleyman is because they use so many different interpretations, and I'm actually going to read this one to you as well. But this one is more about the fact that, yes, you have a dream. Yes, it is wonderful to follow, but there are concrete plans that you need to take care of while your dream is flittering around in your imagination, okay? Oh, there it is. The Moon is the beauty that we must mythologize, personify, and give history to, but it is merely a rock in space. Do not overindulge in fantasy over people. They are their own person, whole, complete, and worth knowing just as they are. Do not hate the Moon for being so unknowable. She is just far. The Moon is a beautiful trickster. She lives aside from us, a symbol, a concept, a deceit. She is easy to follow, to look for, to romanticize. But she is herself a misconceived being. She is that beautiful thing we've projected a lifetime in history on. We've created myths and stories for a rock in the sky. We made society around her motion unaware of the truths of her magnetism, her gravity, her change of our world in ways we couldn't have known. The Moon is the deceiver, but not because she means to. Merely because she is so much and we have made lies to tell ourselves about her. It has been caught in the moment and giving so much more to something or someone than they are. It is not their fault, but it is a deception. In the case of people, either they are too distant from you to be known, a celebrity perhaps, or they are here in your life, but you have mythologized them anyway, failing to see them for who they truly are. Make sure that you are not just chasing after this pie in the sky, that'd be fun to do. I'm going to put all of my energy, time, and all of my resources towards this thing. Make sure you know something for what it actually is, and that you have keep your head in the fucking clouds. But, I mean, peek down sometimes. Make sure you're not shitting on... you get the... Right collective, that'll make sense. We've got the Hermit as well, though. So the Hermit is taking time to be on your own and being proud and happy of that fact. And if there are people that need to search you out, let them. You have things to do here in this time, in this space, for you, and they require all of your thought. Okay? I really, really hope this helped. Love you.